Hello, this is Neil Good with the Good Law Group. I'm going to talk to you today about how social workers can help your disability case. So, by Social Security rules, they are not an acceptable medical source. Acceptable medical sources for what Social Security calls mental problems are psychiatrists, psychologists, medical doctors, licensed practical nurses, and physician's assistants. So what's the difference between an acceptable medical source and a non-acceptable medical source? Well, the main difference is they're not allowed to diagnose you, so you can't be found to have a medically determinable impairment. So a way to kind of resolve that is if you have a primary care doctor who is prescribing you medication for, let's say, depression, that might be good enough. The thing that I think about social workers is they can really help you in three different ways. The first way is they can provide you with current consistent treatment, which is a requirement of Social Security. They can provide you with objective evidence of your disabilities, and they're allowed to give opinions about your limitations. So I'm just going to go into these a little bit more for a second. So as far as objective medical evidence, they can write down things like the person was confused. I saw them have an anxiety attack and then describe the anxiety attack. They were depressed. They were lethargic. So these are observations they're making of you about your condition and how it's affecting you. So, for example, with depression, sometimes when you're really depressed, you have trouble concentrating. So they could put a comment in their medical records that say, session today had difficulty concentrating because she was so depressed. So that's how they can provide objective evidence of your disability, as well as I've noticed that most of them take really good notes, and they give a lot of detail about what you're depressed about, and specifically the treatment they're giving you and the plan of treatment. And the other thing that I like about social workers is most people who see them, they don't just see them every 3 months. Typically you see them once a week, so you have a chain of current, consistent treatment, and that's a big thing to Social Security. The other thing that they're able to do, even though some of them sometimes aren't willing to, is they can give you limitations in a questionnaire. So, like what we do with all of our clients is we send them questionnaires for their doctors to fill out to prove that they're disabled. My opinion is that, how do you win a disability case if your doctors don't think you're disabled? Because the Social Security doctors are going to say that you're not disabled. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for listening. You can reach out to us at the information below if you have any questions.